Here are the 5 ways you're going to explode your medical practice on Facebook in 30 days. Stick around for number 3 and number 5 because those are things I wish I had learned way sooner. Hi, my name is Basil Johansson from Social Medical Marketer, where we deliver value every single week on how to ethically, effectively, and profitably grow your medical practice. If you'd like to stay up to date on everything we're doing at Social Medical Marketer, there's a link below to join our email list, so go ahead and click that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, understand Facebook. Facebook is one of the most mature social media platforms in the world. It is still the leading platform for all social media out there, and with it taking on Instagram and WhatsApp, has grown to the largest user database of any other platform. It also arguably boasts the most mature social media marketing platform available right now, with really in-depth insights into every possible demographic you could hope to research on. But more about that a little bit later. Understanding Facebook means understanding what will actually succeed on the platform. And in 2021, the organic opportunities are most certainly very limited. So to ensure you succeed on Facebook in 2021, here's what you need to be doing. Understanding what the platform is trying to achieve and where it's trying to go will be integral to your success. It is no secret that Facebook is looking to cannibalize and copy pretty much every type of social media out there, from Clubhouse to Instagram having bought it, to TikTok. So make sure you're always on the lookout for new features that come onto the platform. If you're watching this video, you likely have good insights in what needs to be done to set up the fundamentals of your particular page. Making sure that your page is set up well and that you have a URL that you can link to easily that includes your brand name are some of the basic things that you can do to improve your visibility on Facebook. But the most key thing that you need to understand about the platform is that likely the target demographic of most medical practitioners are on Facebook. While Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube are attracting an older demographic, it is still by and large that most people between the ages of 35 and 65 spend their time on Facebook. So learn how to connect with them there. Now that you understand Facebook a little bit better, number 2 is a focus on growing a community. Thankfully, Facebook is still one of the very few platforms that allows for us to grow a community and have the people within our community actually talk to each other. Yes, on YouTube, you've got the comment section. On TikTok, you've got a comment section as well. But Facebook still has the unique platform called groups. And yes, there have been some reports that the group influence is dropping down. But if you have a highly engaged group with a very, very positive community where people are consistently wanting to come back to find out what's going on, you can still succeed heavily on groups. Some quick and easy ways for you to grow your group would be to create content and leave a comment below where you actually put a link in for your group, or to send out a link to your email list to get people to engage in your group. Another really smart way for you to get people to actually engage and enter your group would be to provide something of value, whether it be a resource in the form of a PDF, a link mentioned in a podcast, a link put in the comment section, or an email sent out to your subscribers. This way you ensure that people that come into that group are the exact target audience that you want to be talking to. Remember that you set the tone as the head of the group. Make sure that you incorporate good rules that make sure that everyone feels that this is a safe space to speak. And this is exceptionally important in the medical sector. As a medical practitioner, you also want to make sure that you also discourage people from sharing very, very personal details and never ever consult personally within the group. This would constitute a HIPAA violation, which in other countries would be called a patient privacy violation. But you want to ensure that you uphold the highest levels of professionalism while engaging in the group. Make it very clear that the group is only been set up for education purposes. But what this group does is it sets you up as the authority and allows them to come to you. That way, if there are any questions that do require further investigation, you can invite them to come to your rooms. Every medical practice should have their own Facebook group. It's just a more intentional and personal way for you to connect with your audience. So go out there and start your group today. Number 3, Facebook stories. As Facebook is the sister company of Instagram, both platforms do enjoy the feature of stories. But one of the more common questions I get with regard to stories is, what do I post? I would like to encourage you to not overthink this too much. The creators that have been the most successful utilizing stories have utilized it just to share their day-to-day experiences. Some simple ideas would be for you to create a story about picking up your morning coffee. You could share whatever's on your mind for that particular day and relate it to your audience. For instance, if you're picking up your coffee in the dead of winter, speak to people that might have knee osteoarthritis. Or if you pick up your coffee and you walk past somebody who was pregnant, speak about some beneficial foods to consume during pregnancy. It's important that you don't overthink this, and certainly do your best to shoot directly from a cell phone. This makes your audience feel like they are part of your day. And eventually, if you show up regularly, they'll notice when you're not there. If you have a birthday in your office, share the celebrations. If you're attending a new course, share what you learned. If you're outfitting your office, share the renovations. If you've hired a new practitioner, do an expose on them. The point of stories is to make people feel like they can relate to you. So invite them into your world while still remaining professional, and you'll win on stories. Number 4 is Facebook Rooms. Facebook Rooms is a relatively new feature that's been rolled out by Facebook, where you are able to create audio rooms similar to a radio station. Now, we've seen this somewhere before. I wonder where. But as they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. And Facebook is certainly playing the game. Think of Rooms as your own personal medical practice radio station. Letting people know that you're about to go live on Rooms will be a way for them to engage with your content in a new format. Facebook now essentially makes it possible for you to have a podcast on social media. This is an exciting new development, and I recommend hopping on it immediately, as Facebook does have a track record of pushing this type of content out far and wide, and will most certainly help with discoverability for your practice. So experiment and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And number 5, Facebook ads. Yes, this is nothing new, and I'm sure you've heard many stories about how Facebook ads can explode your business. But here at Social Medical Marketer, we're all about keeping it real. And the real honest truth is that with Facebook ads, you can actually determine exactly how much you want to grow and scale your business. Because medical practices offer such a personable service, it's a very unique platform where you can give people insights into how you're going to treat them, how they're going to be welcomed, how they're going to be managed, and what kind of costs they can likely incur, all while seeing your face within the context of your practice. It also allows for people to get a little bit of value from you initially for little to no cost, and allows for you to build an audience where you're able to broadcast your practice's insights to potentially thousands of people. For example, with a very meager ad spend of $500, you will at minimum be able to get up to 50,000 views on your content. If you were to translate that same kind of discoverability to something as archaic as pamphlets or signage, you could easily be spending 10 times that amount to get that level of exposure. If you'd like to learn more about how medical practices are taking advantage of Facebook to grow their influence, click on the link below and I'll send you our free report explaining how medical practices can take advantage of Facebook ads and Instagram ads in 2021. It's exceptionally important that when you get started on Facebook ads, you have a strategy. Just going about boosting posts randomly and setting up a bottom of funnel call to action will generally not result in very good outcomes for your Facebook ads. You need to treat this like you would any other relationship. Nurture people first. Get them to become comfortable with your brand. Then offer them some value. Once you've offered them some value and done so repeatedly, now you can ask for something in return. With this strategy, hundreds of practices have been able to scale beyond their wildest dreams. So once again, if you'd like to learn more, click on the link below and we'll send that report right over to you. Well, there you go. Our top 5 things that you can do to grow on Facebook in 2021 in 30 days. Give these 5 things a try and let us know your results down below. Remember, the most important thing is for you to show up consistently. So give it your best shot and I'm sure you'll experience success. If you've gotten some value out of this video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications, and give this video a like because it really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. So go out there, take action, and I'll see you in the next video.